Trans-Global Airlines is running scared. They're sweating because they know they screwed up.
So they're jumping to settle before anybody can figure out how bad.
But they had journalists on board, and they knew that. I mean, why would they be that naive?
You mean, why didn't they stonewall, bluff for a while?
They could have gone to court. They could have won this and not handed out any cash. So, they're generous with cash. They're stingy with information. What does that mean?
That you're going ahead with the article after all?
You're damn straight I am.
You could cancel your cash offer.
I don't want their blood, Mike.
Well, I'm not so sure I can say the same.
Listen, I'm waving a flag. I realize I'm not the person who lost a job coming to this town to do. If you want to accept their settlement, you should do it. I would understand.
Well, the thought of a settlement never even occurred to me, but I could not accept airline money without getting some answers first.
Then let's get them.
I think I may know a place where we can start looking. That is, if you're really sure you want to do this.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life.
So when I went back to the crash site, after we got Edmund and the baby down to the cabin, I found one of my cameras and I took a few shots of what was left. Now, I know that may seem a little ghoulish, but it's instinct to me. I mean, you write to keep the demons away, and I take pictures.
Do you have the photographs?
I haven't developed them yet. I don't have a darkroom here, but if you would let me use tempos, I think there may be some clues in one of those shots. Something that'll give an answer to our questions.
Follow me.
Hey, Mom. Hi. Yeah. Where's my mother? Dark room. Where's that? Who? Jim Thomasen? Thanks.
Is that the engine?
Looks like it might be.
You know, these are very good.
Thanks.
Really, you know, even if they don't give us any answers to the crash, I'd like to run them with the article, and I would pay you top dollar for them.
Money's not important. If my photographs can do anything to shed light on the crash and save lives, that's all that matters to me. Brooke? What is it?
It's Maddie. Maria just found her baby. She had such a short time with her. Why did it have to be Maria? Why wasn't I the one?
My photographs can do anything to shed light on the crash and save lives. That's all that matters. Brooke? What is it?
It's Maddie. Maria just found her baby. She had such a short time with her. Why wasn't Maria? Why wasn't I the one? I mean, what is so special about my life? Why was it me who walked away? Why wasn't it Maria? Brooke. You showed her the pictures. How could you do something so horrible? Honey, I asked Jim to show me the pictures.
You did? You wanted to see them?
Well, I know they're not easy to look at, but I need, if I'm going to get to the bottom of this plane crash, I can't turn away from anything.
Crash. Oh. I thought...
What, honey? What's the
I
matter?
told Laura that I had managed to take a few rolls of the crash site. She was worried that the pictures might upset you. You were right.
Is that what this is about, honey?
I just, you've been through so much. I just didn't want you to get hurt again.
Listen, I don't want you to be so afraid for me, okay? Chasing down this story, it's what I need right now. I'm not trying to relive this. I'm trying to stare it down. And it's really helping me. It's helping me heal. Okay? Brooke English. Yes, hold on a second. It's the NTSB. They're returning my call, the National Transportation Safety Board. I'm going to take it in my office. Would you do me a favor? When the pictures are finished, would you get them down to the art department?
You bet.
Great, thanks. I'll see you back in a minute.
Well, you certainly do jump to some wild conclusions, Laura.
Yeah, I must be completely mental. You doing something that hurts me? Where do I get these crazy ideas?
I couldn't say. I never did anything that you didn't agree to. I never betrayed a confidence. Bad for business. Anyway, we both have things that we don't want to trouble Brooke with, so we're kind of in the same spot, aren't we?
Like hell we are. Last honest thing you said to my mother was probably, "Hi, I'm Jim."
Whereas you've been as honest and upfront with Brooke as you were with your first mom, isn't that right? Look, why would I want to spoil things for you by telling Brooke about the photo shoot in New York? You probably want to tell her about it yourself, don't you? Your confession is good for the soul.
I want the negatives, JT. Where are they?
The negatives are in a safe place. Back in New York. You're making too big a thing of this, Laura, just like you did then. Oh, yeah, that's good. Open it up. Yes, keep going. Excellent. Let it drop. Come on, we only have this place for an hour, Laura. Let's go. Come on. Okay, come on. Drop the rest of it. Let's go. Let's skirt. Come on. Laura, come on. Yeah. All right. Up here. Yeah, there you go. Yes, one more. Yes, just like that. That's good.
You told me the pictures wouldn't be explicit.
What does that word mean, really? You know, one man's too far as another man's not far enough. You know, in some places in this world, they'll give you 40 lashes for showing an ankle or a shoulder. And thank God we live in a country where beauty's skin deep. More skin, the more beauty.
You told me I'd pose alone.
We had to be competitive.
You used me.
You came to me, Laura. You begged me for a shot at some big money, and I gave it to you.
My mother was sick. Some nights she could barely breathe.
And you helped her the best way you could. Why are you still beating yourself up about this?
No, I can't. I can't do this, JT.
All right, that's all right. There's a city full of girls who can. Of course, you said you needed the money, but, you know, if it's not that important,
It is. You know it is.
then you better get your act together. This is business, Laura. You do what you're told, and you show a little enthusiasm, and you get a pay envelope. Everybody's happy. But if you louse up this shoot, and you waste my time, well, you don't want to make me mad, do you? and I don't want to get mad. So, forget about it. Just get dressed. I'll call some other girl.
No. Just tell me again. Where do you want me? I will pay you for the negatives, JT. How much do you want?
They're not for sale. I'm sorry. Laura, you should be proud of those pictures. They're beautiful.
They're disgusting.
When did you become such a snob? Let me tell you something, Laura. Michelangelo didn't leave anything more to the imagination than I do. The only difference is his stuff hangs in museums and I exhibit it in magazines.
You sold my pictures to a magazine?
Look, that shoot was years ago. The things haven't shown up by now, they never will.
So you did sell them? They're out there somewhere?
Just as some private, collectors in Asia and Europe, mostly. Look, they're not going to show up here. And I have no plans to reprint them. You don't need to worry.
What about you, Jim? Do you need to worry?
Why should I?
I see the way my mother leans on you. And I see you enjoy it. How do you think she would feel if she found out about your body of work? Do you think she'd be a fan?
I'm shocked, Laura. That sounds a lot like a threat. Is it?
I'm not threatening you.
You just want your pictures back. That's impossible.
You don't understand.
Oh, sure I do. You stumbled into a pretty nice life here, haven't you, Laura, here in Pine Valley? Uh-huh. Even if it was only half as good, it'd be twice as good as you think you deserve. So, now you've got a lot to lose. And you're sure if these pictures resurface somehow magically, this new life of yours will sink forever.
And so will yours.
Not necessarily. And even if it does, so be it. I'm indestructible. I thought you knew that.
Hey, that was good news.
Yeah?
The divers recovered Flight 149's black box, and the NTSB is going to play it tomorrow.
Terrific.
That's great.
Finally, really, some real answers, and now Transglobal is not going to try and wiggle out of the truth.
Congratulations, Brooke. I'm really happy for you.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, things are looking up all over.